Hello, in this video we're going to talk about while loop and for loops. Well, if you don't know what they are, don't worry. We will start from the beginning. And if you haven't watched my earlier videos, I would suggest you to watch it because previous concepts from my videos would be used in this video. Yeah, so it's better if you like watch it. But if you haven't watched it, I would suggest you to watch my video or someone else's video to like clear the basics of strings. Yeah. All right, let me just first open my ideally. All right. So let's go to our file. Okay. So what is loop? Well, loop in Python is used to run code multiple times. Yeah. It's simple. Yeah. It's just like used to run code for multiple times. And it's called iteration actually. Like if you do hmm, one process multiple times, it's called iteration. Yeah. So I am iterating the code with loop. Yeah. And there are two loops, while loop and for loop. And yeah, let's start with while loop. Okay. So while loop takes a statement, and while it's true, it will do the following task. So let's suppose I say that while I am standing up, you do push-ups. Okay. So so while I'm standing up, the other guy would do push-ups. Okay. So standing up while I'm standing up is a statement. So while it's true, you do push-ups. Okay. So let's make a statement true equals true. Yeah, let's keep it simple. True equals to true. So true is equals to true, right? And it won't change. Yeah, so let's print hello world. Okay, so I'll run it. Well, it's running hello world multiple times. Yeah, well, we would not like to have it, right? In our code, like we won't need to run a code for infinite times, like at least in this video. So let me just press Control C to exit it. Yeah, okay. So uh, what I can do is I want to run this code for specific times, right? So what I'm thinking is I can make use something known as incrementing variable. Okay, so let me just state it first. And Python is a dynamic typing language, which means if I will, let's say, make a variable count and put its value to 0, and like let me just print it first. It's saying 0, right? And since it's a dynamic typing language, what I can do is I can just change its value in the next line and do something as such as 1. And if I will print it, you can see 0 and 1. Okay. And now I can use this concept in a while loop. So let me just write it first. So let's say count equals to 0. Okay. So while, let's say, um, no, let's make a variable push-ups. Okay, push-ups equals to 0. So let's say I am telling someone that till I have not completed 100 push-ups, you do something. You print hello world. Okay, so I can do it with while loop. So if I'll just say while push-ups, well, I haven't done any push-ups yet, so it's 0. So while push-ups is less than 100. So while I haven't done push-ups, while I haven't done 100 push-ups, do this. do this task. So let's say print hello world. By the way, I'm using indentation in this code, if you can see, because indentation is used to describe relation between the parent code. Parent code is the code which has all the child code, you could say. Yeah, so it's the child code, it's the parent code. Yeah. And if I will like use that concept, goes ups equals to count. Sorry, wait. I can increment its value by 1. So the previous value of push-ups plus 1. Yeah. So let me just run it. Hello world, hello world, hello world. Yeah, it ran. By the way, word spelling is wrong. I just noticed. Well, how can we check? How can we check if it ran the code 100 times? Is there a way? Well, technically, yes, we can check. We can just simply write for subs value every time it will run. Let's say, yeah, it ran 100 times. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 to 100. All right. So, um, let's say, um, I want to set this a variable. So let's say I will name it limit. You can name it anything, and I will create limit here to 100. Okay. So I'll run it now. It's doing the same task, but now I have a little bit more control in this value, right? It's like I can make it anything I like. So what I'm thinking is I ask the user how many push ups. Yeah, okay. And as we know, input function returns the value in a string. So we have to convert it to integer first. So for that, we will be using a function called int. Yeah, let me just use function. And we talked about functions, like a little bit about functions of strings in the earlier videos, that when we call a function, we use open and closing brackets. Yeah. So if I will just run it again, how many push-ups? So let's say I want to run this code till 10 push-ups. You can see 10. So now I have exercise for you. I want you to do something. Okay. So I want you to create a input function which will ask the user how many times they want to print something. Okay. So how many times they want to print something. Okay. And another input of what to print. What to print. Well, you can put it upper. Yeah. Okay, right. Now it's more logical. How many times to print it. Okay. And then use while loop to print it that much times. Yeah. If you have watched my previous videos, that would be not so easy for you, but like I hope you guys can do it, okay? And also if you feel any trouble in that code, well, you can continue watching from this portion because I'll be doing like in 5 seconds. Yeah. You can pause this video now and we will do it after 5 seconds, okay? So yeah, now I hope you have Done it. Well, if you want another tip, if you are stuck in something and you want another tip, I have a tip for you that you have to create a, a variable and then increment it with 1 and create a variable with value 0. Okay, 1 in while loop. Okay, so another 5 minutes. I hope you have done it, and also if you have any trouble, you can just follow along. Yeah. So again, I will create the same variable. Let's count. Okay, and yeah, now I have to ask the user what to print. So let me just create a variable to print, which will take our input, what to print. Okay, well, I add this because like if I will run it, let me just run it first. It's looking a little bit more suitable, right? Well, it's your choice again. It's your choice. You can like remove it. Yeah, it's fine. But like I prefer like adding this or something to make it like look more suitable. Okay, so how no times to print. Okay, input how much times you want to print it. Okay, and again it will return a value in string, so we have to convert it into integer first. Okay, so let's look use our while loop. So while count is less than times to print. Okay, okay, so print to print. And surely we will like increment previous value with 1. So now if I'll run it, what to print? Well, I want to print, let's say, Chandan. Let's say I want to print Chandan. He is my friend. So let's say I want to print Chandan. How much times you want to print it? I want to print it 11 times. So if you will count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So our code is currently running this, printing this statement 11 times. So it's working. Yeah, cool. So when I will upload this video, I will add some few exercises in the description tab. If you guys want to do those too, it will be nice practice, but like it's your choice. Yeah. But I will give you some more exercises in description box too. Okay, so that's it for while loop, and let's shift to print. Oh, sorry, for loop. Yeah. So for loop. For loop is used to um. Let's suppose I have a string. Okay. So let's uh say its name. So name this is okay. Um. So VISHESH. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my name has 7 characters. And so if I will run it like for I in name, print I. It will be logical when you will see it. Okay. It's going through each element in my sequence one by one, right? So it's I is going to V first, and then I, then S, then H, and then E, S, H. Yeah. So for loop is used to make things go through a sequence. Yeah. And if I want to I want to print my name some limited times, it's much easier in for loop to do. I can just print 10 here. So I'm saying that print my name 10 times. Okay. So if I'll just print it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it print my code 10 times. Range is a function used to describe a range of something, like of an integer, of course. It's like slicing, what we learned in strings. It's similar to that. It's similar to slicing actually. But it's a range. So it's going from zero. It starts from zero. I told you in my previous video that every code, if it's taking an number as an input, it starts from zero usually. So how we did in strings, we did like 0 to 10, right? But like here we can do 0 to 10 with comma. You don't have to use double colon. I guess that's what that called. And there is another thing similar to strings, steps. So it's like start, stop, step. So the third one is step. Steps means till how much steps I have to move forward in every time. So let's say I wanted to walk with one step at a time, just like printing 10 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, right? But if I will say take a step of 2, so first it will go to 0 because it starts from 0, and also the stop number isn't included, it's excluded, which means it won't be included. Why if I will print it, right? So it won't get included. Let me just show you. Okay, so 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and even if I'll run it like this till 9, it won't include the stop number. Yeah. So as you can see, steps is used to, you know, move with a number of steps. Yeah. So it's taking 2 steps. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. You can do 3 steps, 4 steps, or one. And what we learned on strings, we can apply it here too. Like we learned we can reverse, right? We can go from -10, or let's suppose 10 to 1, go from 10 to 1, but 1 won't be included, right? Because 1 is the last, 1 is the stop, so stop doesn't get included, it's excluded. Yeah, but in this case we have to do -1 because from default the value is 1. So go from um left to right, but we are going from right to left. Okay, so we'll do -1 in number line. So in the number line, Negatives are on the left, positives are on the right, right? So it's similar to that. Okay, so it's going 10, 9, and you can see it didn't include 1. Yeah. And also, what I can do is increment my name too. Like if I want to, let's suppose I want to write my name 10 times. You remember concatenation we talked about in our previous video? We can do concatenation with it too. Like let's suppose I want to add my name to 10 times to the same variable. How can I do it? Uh, for loop can help me. So if I'll just do name equals to name plus 1. By the way, let me just tell you a new way of doing it. It's actually much more simple, like not so simple, but like it's much more smaller. Like we don't have to like write it whole. We can simply do plus equals to 1. So name plus means like plus this name with 1. Okay, plus name with 1. We are just doing it the smaller way. It's not the easier, but like if you are not comfortable with this way, you can use the previous way I told you. But like it's the much easier way if you will be doing Python for like times sometime. So it could get comfortable using. You would get comfortable using it. Okay. So if I'll just let me just print it first name. So like with every time it will be like twice my name, thrice my name, Wait a minute, there's oh yeah, yeah, I remember. I remember now. I was adding 1. Instead I had to write like name equals to name plus name because I'm adding name with name. And in my previous video, I also told you that you can only add same data types and do operations with same data types like subtraction and addition. And in string case, you can do multiplication and addition. You can do multiplication with like numbers. You can like, if you like multiply this, my name with 5, so it will print 5 times. Yeah. So if I'll just do this, and again, I told you, you can do this too. If I'll print it, damn, it ran so much times. First it was like this, and then it was this. You know what happened? They squared. Like, okay, let me just explain to you. So name plus name. So it's like if it's 2, if it's 1, then it's 1, 2. So 2, 1, 1, 2. So it's 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 8, 8, 8, 16, 16, 16, 32. So it's similar to that. So what I had to do is add name with which says, if it's not being logical for you, well, my suggestion would be to text me. You can like comment, write your comment if you are having any difficulties in understanding this. I will make sure to message you in comment section and I will be glad to help you guys. Okay. So, if I'll run it now, yeah, it's working properly. So 2, 3 times 4, 5, 6, yeah, okay. And I can also, we saw in my first example, we used name to like iterate through this list. We used name, so it's going from V to H. I told you like it visits every element of that sequence one by one, right? So if I will just like print it now, print I, Yeah, it's going from left to right in like with every element one by one. By the way, if I want to like print my whole name in the same line, I can do that with using something known as end. There is another function inside of a print. Like there is like parameter, you could say end. So I can say end equals to this. So like when you print this, end with nothing. Like I can just say end with a hash symbol. So we has, you know, and I can remove it too. Yeah, why I'm saving it. Okay. And yeah, for the exercise part, I will suggest you to again, I will suggest you to find um yeah, another thing actually I can do if I want to run this code times how much times I has in my name, I can do that too. Like I'm saying for I in which name, so I have one I, so this code will run only once. So if I'll just print which says here, so let's uh wait a minute, what it's saying. I'm trying to retro. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, sorry. Well, it's only applicable in if else statement. It's not applicable in this. And yeah, we will be talking about more in the next video. And till then, you can create any sort of codes you like. You could do, let's suppose you are taking you're asking the user like what do you want to print in a straight line with like characters by and characters. Like let's suppose they have a name um Raju. Let's say they have a name Raju. So if I want to print Raju with like every character in like one line, like let's say like this, you know how to do it, right? You can do it. Even if they gave you like Raju, this type of name, you can do it. Let me just show you how can you do it. Okay. So name, input, what's your name? Your name. Okay. So name, let me just change the value name to upper. And for I in name, print mm, I, right? I'll just run it. Raju. Let's suppose I write my name like this. It's not my name, but like if I suppose I write my name like this. It's kind of Raju, right? So, yeah, if you have any query about this session, you can, of course, comment me in the comment section. And if you have, and please let me know if you like this session or not. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.